Welcome to the January 29th game between the Summer Spartans and the Granby Bears. And our starting lineups for today. Brady Palazzesi starting at guard. Aiden Miller averaging about 8 points a game. He's a tri-captain. Derek Hostetler averaging 13 a game, also a captain. Alex Barisi averaging 16, the leading scorer, a tri-captain. And Egan Foy averaging 8 per game. And now the Granby Bears will be introduced. Number 4, John Bell. Cam Deere, the other starting guard, averaging around 5 per game, as was Bell. Jack DeGray at forward, number 24. Dylan DeSabella, who's averaging about 8 per game. He's also their leading rebounder. And Rowan Hines, number 21, their second leading rebounder, averaging about 11 points per game.
This time we ask you all please rise, remove your hats, as we honor America with the playing of our national anthem.
So each team coming in with 2 losses. The Spartans, as I had mentioned earlier, lost a league game to SMSA and also lost to Capital Prep. The Granby Bears are 8-2. They lost an out-of-league game to Ledyard, and then Bolton upset Granby in a loss a couple of weeks ago. A couple of impressive things about the Granby Bears. Earlier in the season, they defeated Ellington, that came into the game with a 7-0 record. And recently, last week, they knocked off undefeated Canton 58-53. Canton coming into the game with a record of 11 wins and no losses. So Granby has had a good season thus far, and we should be in for one heck of a game. So we have the center jump between Heinz and Foy. Foy, number 32, is 6'9". Look for his presence in this ball game. Here's Summers with the ball. Parisi with it at the top of the key. To Miller. Miller throws it now back to Hostetler. Shot is up and no good, and the rebound comes down by Granby. Here's Jack DeGray going in for the layup. That is good. Jack DeGray puts Granby on the board 2-0 here in the first quarter. Here's a jump that is no good by Brady Palazizi, and Granby comes down with the ball. Here's a pass inside to Hines for a shot that is no good, and Summers comes down with the ball. Knocked out of bounds by Dylan Disabella. And it'll be Summers' ball. It's 2-0 Bears, 6:44 left in the first quarter. Here's a shot from the outside by Hostetler, and it's good. Derek Hostetler with a 3-point shot for Summers in the left corner. Puts Summers out on top 3-2. Here's Bell for Granby, throws to Disabella. Back underneath to Hines. Shot is no good. Hines comes down with it, puts it up, no good again. And Summers comes down with it, and I believe we have a foul call. Here's Hostetler with a quick layup that is good. Derek Hostetler now has 5 points. 5-2. Summers on top here in the first quarter. Here's Deere. Deere pulls up, tries to get it into Hines. Ball is loose and Summers picks it up. Here's Hostetler. Going in for the drive. The layup is no good. It's tipped. And let's see for the scramble. And it looks like we're going to have a jump ball. So Granby will get it underneath. And Deere will inbound for Granby. Throws to Hines. Quickly up court it goes to Bell. Bell pulls up. Back out to Hines. Deere backs off and now throws to Disabella. Back to Bell. Into the cutting DeGray, who throws it outside to Hines for a long jump. That is good. A three-pointer by Rowan Hines. Here's a shot underneath that is good by the big man, Egan Foy. And Summers on top 7-5. We have 4:50 left in the first quarter. Here's a long jumper by Cam Deere that's no good, and Summers comes down with it. Here's Hostetler. Pulls up, now kicks it back out. Trying to go for it, Barisi, and it's picked off by Granby. Fast break. Underneath, the shot is no good by Cam Deere, but a whistle and a foul. So since it was in the act of shooting, Deere, junior guard, will go to the foul line. 7-5, Summers is on top. 4:38 left in the first quarter. The first is up and good. And Deere hits the second one to tie the ball game at 7. Full court press now by Granby. Here's Brady Palazizi bringing it up for Summers. Palazizi loses his footing. Now to Hostetler. Back over to Palazizi. Inside to Egan Foy. Foy with a shot that is no good, and the rebound picked off by John Bell. Quickly, it goes up court to DeGray. DeGray back outside to Disabella, whose pass is picked off by Summers. That's Alexander Barisi. Puts it up. It is no good. And we have a whistle on the play. So we have a blocking foul called against Jack DeGray. That's his first. So Summers will go to the foul line. First is up and no good. This is Alex Barisi at the line. Barisi makes the second. Granby will inbound, and again we have a full court press being employed by Summers. Here's Disabella for Granby. Over to Joshua Brown, who entered the game. Underneath the Hines, ball is loose, and Hines saves it, and they're going to call him for traveling. So in the act of rolling, trying to save that ball, it was a traveling violation. And Summers will inbound. Substitution, Aiden Goodrow, junior forward, enters the game for Granby. Here's Aiden Miller for Summers. Miller drives the lane, and now a nice running shot that is no good by Palazizi. Disabella gets the ball up court quickly to Goodrow. Inside to Hines, being tied up, throws cross court. Here's a jumper by DeGray that is off the rim and no good. And Brady Palazizi comes down with it for Summers. All the way down with the layup that is good. So Palazizi puts Summers on top, 10-7. Here's Disabella for a three. In and out, no good. Rebound by Hines. Shot by DeGray is no good, but we have a whistle and a foul. Looks like that foul is against Alexander Barisi. So Jack DeGray will go to the foul line for Granby. First is up and good. And we have number 32, Ralph Rossi, checking in for Granby. DeGray has another foul shot. And it's good. So Jack DeGray hits on both foul shots. He now has 4 points, brings Granby to within 1 point as Summers leads 10-9. Here's Dimitri Sanchez in for the layup that is good. Dimitri Sanchez, who just entered the game, puts Summers on top 12-9 with 2:40 left in the first quarter. Here's Brown, and he's going to be called for traveling. 2:30 left in the first quarter. 12-9, Summers on top. Here's Alexander Barisi with the ball. Throws it underneath for the shot that is good by Aiden Miller. And Granby's going to call for a timeout. So with the score 14-9, Granby calls a timeout. It'll be a 60-second timeout. Coach Wally Hanton trying to regroup his troops here. I did have an opportunity to talk a little bit this week with John Hostetler, the coach of Summers. And that name may sound familiar because his son plays for the team. Derek Hostetler, senior, one of the tri-captains, and a guard for this team. He has 5 points today. He's hit on 1 field goal and also a 3-pointer. Another tidbit is that Coach Hostetler was actually a coach here at Granby High School, the Granby girls basketball coach for 2 years in 1992 through 93, and the following season, 93 and 94. So Granby will get the ball, trailing 14-9. We have 2:20 left in the first quarter. Disabella to DeGray to Brown. And the ball is stolen. Layup is no good. Brady Palazzisi, and his shot was blocked. But let's see, it looks like they're going to call a foul. Looks like it's going to be on Jack DeGray. That's his second. So DeGray fouled Palazzisi in the act of shooting, so he will get 2 shots. And the first one is good. And the second one is good. Brady Palazzisi with 2 foul shots. He now has 4 points on the evening. Here's a pass almost stolen by Summers, but recovered by Joshua Brown. Here's DeGray going all the way underneath for a nice looking layup. DeGray now with 6 points, 16-11. Summers on top, 1:45 left in the first quarter. Here's Hostetler going in for the shot, and the layup that is good. Derek Hostetler now with 7 points. Here's Disabella, back to DeGray. Throws it into Goodrow. He's tied up, and we call for the tie ball on this one. We have a couple of substitutions for Granby. Number 11, Cam Deere, is back in. And also number 21, Rowan Heinz, is back in. So Summers will get the ball. Here's Palazzisi dropping it off to Miller. Miller to Hostetler. To Sanchez. Back to Barisi, who goes in with a left-handed layup. That is good. A fine running shot by Alex Barisi. And Summers has now pulled ahead 20-11 as we near the end of the first quarter. Here's Hines. Cross court, it goes to DeGray. DeGray driving. And here's Brown. Brown goes in for the shot that is no good. Rebound, Hines is no good. And Ellington comes down with the ball. This is Hostetler. Hostetler throws underneath to Barisi. Beautiful pass and shot. Barisi now has 5, 22-11 with 20 seconds left in the first quarter. Pass is tipped by Miller. Goes up for the shot that is no good. And make that Barisi. And a foul on Dylan Disabella. It'll be a shooting foul, as Barisi was in the act of shooting. First one is a little short. One more shot for Barisi. Bounces in. Barisi now with 6 points. We have 13 seconds left in the quarter. Granby with the ball. This is Deere. Throws cross court to Disabella. Underneath to DeGray. Back outside Disabella. Here's a 3. It's off the front of the rim. No good. Heinz with the rebound as time expires. And let's see if this is the end of the quarter. We may have a foul. We do. It looks like they're calling Rowan Heinz with a charge on that play to end the quarter. Well, an impressive start for Summers. A 23-11 run here at Granby High School. We have 3 seconds left for the quarter. And Summers will be inbounding. So the foul on the charge by Heinz. Here's a long pass down court that goes out of bounds, and let's see if anyone touched it. I believe it was. And that will be the end of the first quarter. So that was quite a ploy, throwing a pass to Egan Foy down the entire court. Foy is the tallest player here tonight at 6'9", so you could see that play was designed to try to get a quick basket underneath. 23-11 as we are about to enter the second quarter. So far, the high scorers for Summers: Derek Hostetler has 7, Alex Barisi 6, Brady Palazizi has 4, and Dimitri Sanchez 2, Aiden Miller 2, and Egan Foy 2. For the Granby Bears, Jack DeGray is the leading scorer with 6. Rowan Heinz has 3 on a three-pointer, and Cameron Deere has 2, hitting on both foul shot attempts. So a slightly different look for Granby. Justin Phillips, number 3, enters. And Granby will get the ball to start the second quarter. Here's DeSabella to Deere. Throws cross court to DeGray, back to DeSabella. Back to Deere. DeSabella in the corner, now throws to Justin Phillips, to Heinz. Back to Deere. Cross court DeSabella. Here's DeGray with a three-point attempt. That is good from the left corner. Jack DeGray now with 9 points. Here's a shot that is missed by Hostetler, and Heinz comes down with the rebound. In the corner to Gray. Let's see if he's got the 3 again. He does. So Jack DeGray now with 12 points pulls Granby to the win 6. It's 23-17 with 7 minutes left in the second quarter. Well, that's the type of firepower Granby needed coming out. Here's a block by Heinz. Quickly it goes up court. And we have a traveling violation against DeGray. So a nice spark from Jack DeGray to start the second quarter. 6 unanswered points. Just what Granby needed. Here's Barisi for Summers. Into Cody Palazizi. Foy up on top, drives all the way in against Heinz for a turnaround jump. Banks no good, and Cam Deere comes down with it. Heinz drives, pump fake, puts it up and in. Nice fake by Rowan Heinz. He now has 5. And we have a whistle and a foul. Looks like they're going to call that against Jack DeGray, and by my account, I think that's his 3rd foul. So Liam Heinz will enter the ball game. He's number 14. It's too bad DeGray's the leading scorer for Granby with 12 points. I'm sure if he had his druthers, he'd take that foul back. It really did not seem to be that necessary. Here's a running shot by Barisi, that's no good. Granby rebounds quickly to DeSabella, throws it inside to Heinz. Here's Deere with a long 3. Off the rim, no good, and Heinz with the rebound. Throws it out, but it's picked off by Summers. Quickly up court, it goes to Brady Palazizi, who hits the layup. He now has 6. It's 25-19 with 5:50 left in the second quarter. This is Liam Heinz to Phillips to DeSabella. Look out to Rowan Heinz to DeSabella. Here's Cam Deere to Liam Heinz, who drives, puts up a layup that is good, and he was fouled on the play. So Liam Heinz coming off the bench for a big bucket. He has a chance now to hit on a foul shot. John Bell reports back in for Granby. And he hits the foul shot. So that pulls Granby to within 3. It's 25-22 with 5:20 left in the quarter, and we have a whistle and a foul. Looks like that's on Liam Heinz, his first. That is the 7th foul for Granby. So I believe that puts them, Summers, in a 1-1 situation. Shot is up and good by Brady Palazzese. He now has 7 points on the evening. And makes a second one. 27-22 with 5:15 left in the second quarter. This is Bell for Granby. To Deere in the corner. Deere drives with a runner that is no good, gets his own rebound, and we're going to have a foul. Nope, I guess they're going to call it a tie ball, so Summers is going to inbound. Full court press, trapping press being employed by Granby. Here's Hostetler going in for the layup that is no good, and the rebound picked off by John Bell of Granby. Quickly it goes up to Liam Heinz. He passes to Cam Deere. Deere with a step fake. In for a layup that is no good by Bell, and coming down with the rebound is Barisi. Barisi to Sanchez. Shot is blocked. That was Miller's shot, blocked by Heinze, but Sanchez comes down with the ball. Here's Hostetler for 3. Off the rim, no good, and Disabella with the rebound for Granby. Quickly up court, it goes to Liam Heinz. Layup is no good, and the rebound grabbed off by Summers. Aiden Miller with the ball. Now over to Palazzese. To Sanchez. Back to Palazzese to Hostetler. Here's a long jump. That is good. A 3-pointer by Alexander Barisi. He now has 9, 30-22. Summers with 3:52 left in the second quarter. Here's Disabella for Granby. Heinze. And we're going to have a hold against Summers. Foul against Dimitri Sanchez. That is the 4th foul against Summers. So Granby will inbound. Substitution, Jack DeGray reports back in, replacing Liam Heinze, who leaves with 3 points. Bell inbounds to DeGray, back outside to Deere. To Disabella. Disabella top of the key for 3. Off the rim, no good. Heinz with the rebound. Back outside to DeGray. In and out. And the rebound grabbed by Aiden Miller. To Hostetler. Into the cutting Miller for a layup that is good. Or Barisi rather. Barisi with the layup now has 11. 32-22. Summers on top. We're in the second quarter with 3 minutes to go. Here's Disabella, pulls up, throws cross court to Deere, who goes in for the layup that is off the rim, no good, and Barisi comes down with the rebound. To Sanchez. Sanchez goes in, kicks it back outside, and we start over again. Pass underneath to Hostetler. Back outside to Hostetler once again. His layup is no good. And Granby comes down with it. I think Granby got away with a foul there. Here's a cross-court pass by Disabella that's intercepted. Quickly up court it goes to Palazzese. Underneath to Sanchez for the layup that is good. Dimitri Sanchez with his 4th point of the evening. 34-22. Summers breaking away here with just over 2 minutes left in the quarter. Here's a pass that is intercepted by Aiden Miller, and Summers coming back with the ball. Here's a shot from the corner by Palazzese that's no good, and Disabella comes down with it for Granby. Quickly it goes to Deere for a three-point attempt that is no good. And the rebound to Barisi. Barisi throws to Aiden Miller. Inside now to Sanchez. And we're going to have a travel. So Sanchez lost his footing and called with the travel. We have Joshua Brown, number 12. And let's see, and Liam Heinze, number 14. And we have a timeout. 34-22. Summers is on top. Last couple minutes, Summers has put together a very nice stretch. Done a good job working to get a good shot and have played some tight defense to try to shut down the Bears. .126 left in the second quarter, 34-22. The Summers Spartans on top, and Granby will inbound. This will be John Bell inbounding to Joshua Brown. This is Bell with the ball. Back to Brown. Pass inside to Heinze. Turnaround jump, that is good. Heinze now with 7. There's a jumper by Barisi that is no good. Sanchez gets the rebound. A layup is no good by Brady Palazizi, and Bell comes down with the ball for Granby. Here's a three-pointer by Heinze that is off the rim and no good, and Barisi comes down with the rebound to Hostetler. Looks like they may be trying to hold for one shot here with 30 seconds left in the second quarter. 10-point lead for Summers. Down to 13 seconds. Hostetler kicks it out. Here's a shot by Sanchez that is no good. And with 1 second left on the clock, Granby will get the ball. The inbounds, and that is going to be the end of the first half. So we end the first half with the score: Summers Spartans 34, and the Granby Bears 24. Recording? So some unofficial statistics for the first half. First, for the Summers Spartans, Dimitri Sanchez has 2 field goals for 4 points. Brady Palazizi has 2 field goals and 4 foul shots for a total of 8. Aiden Miller has a field goal for 2. Derek Hostetler has 7, including a 3-pointer. Alexander Barisi has 11 points, including 1 3-pointer. And Egan Foy has a basket for 2. For the Granby Bears, Cameron Deere with 2 foul shots for 2. Liam Heinze has a foul shot and a field goal for 2. Rowan Heinze has 7 points, including a 3-pointer. And Jack DeGray leads all Granby scorers with 12 points, and he has 2 3-pointers. However, DeGray does have 3 fouls, so it'll be interesting to see in the second half on how he's employed. So as we're being entertained by the Granby cheerleaders, another little tidbit on Summers. Their coach, John Hostetler, is a retired teacher. He's a coach at Summers. He retired from teaching in Ellington. He also told me that he has an endeavor that in March he's going to be opening a basketball facility in Enfield that's going to include teams anywhere from AAU teams all the way through adult programs. Quite an interesting concept. It's entitled the Court Basketball, and Coach Hostetler told me that on Friday, their website should be up, and the website is thecourtbasketball.com if anyone is interested in checking on that program. So we'll leave you for the rest of the half with the entertainment from the Granby Bears cheerleaders. We're just about ready to start the second half here. I'm Chris Saunders along with Mark Bombard on camera, bringing you tonight's action on Granby Community Cable Television as we look to try to do a couple of games this year for you. Granby came out in the second quarter with a couple of three-pointers by Jack DeGray to pull within a couple of points of Summers, but Summers came back pretty strong and has right now a 10-point lead. So it's about ready for the start. We'll see what kind of magic Coach Wally Hansen can come up with for the third quarter for Granby. The team switched sides at the half, so Granby now is shooting to your left, Summers to your right. Here's John Bell for Granby. To Cam Deere, to Disabella, underneath to Heinz, ball goes off Heinz, and it looks like Summers touched the ball, so it'll be Granby ball. John Bell will inbound for Granby, 34-24 at the start of the third quarter. Out to Dylan Disabella, and he's going to be called for a traveling violation. Aiden Miller inbounds to Alex Barisi. Here's Hostetler. And back to Barisi. To Hostetler. Now underneath to Foy, who kicks it back outside. And it's stolen by Granby. Here's Josh Bell with a layup that is good. John Bell. His first points of the night. Press being employed by Granby. This is Palazizi to Hostetler. Goes in for a layup that is good. Nice looking layup by Derek Hostetler, who now has 9. Here's Bell for Granby, outside to Heinz. Drives, spinning turnaround. Foy blocks the shot, but Granby comes down with it. Here's Disabella back out to Heinz. Ball is lost, knocked out by Summers, and Granby will inbound. 36-26 with 6:34 left in the third quarter. The Summers Spartans on top. John Bell inbounds to DeGray. DeGray cross court, it goes back to Bell. Here's Disabella driving, pulls up for a jump off the front of the rim and rebounded by Summers. This is Barisi, pulls up, short jump is good. Barisi now with 13 points leads all scorers. 38-26, Summers on top. Isabella outside to DeGray, to Bell for three-pointer, no good. And Heinz comes down with the rebound, puts it up, no good. Comes back with his own rebound, trying to work against the 6'9" Foy. And Foy has definitely been a presence underneath. Here's Heinz for a layup, that is good. Heinz now with 9. Here's Aiden Miller to Palazzisi to Hostetler. Hostetler drives, goes in for the layup that is off, no good. And Foy comes down with the rebound and puts it in. Foy towering above the other players. He now has 4, 40-28, 4:50 left in the quarter. Here's Heinz, turns around, nice pass into DeGray. Shot is no good. Throws it back out to Heinz and the ball goes out of bounds. And it is off Granby. (40-28), the Summers Spartans on top. 4:38 left in the third quarter. Cody Palazzisi, number 10, checks in for Summers. Well, we have a foul called on Jack DeGray. Again, I'm not an official score, but I think that's DeGray's 4th. Well, maybe it's only his 3rd. Have to check on that. At any rate, Summers with the ball. There's Foy underneath, looking to turn. He's tied up by Bell and Heinz and kicks the ball back outside. Palazzisi throws it outside to Barisi, who misses the 3. And let's see, it looks like we have a foul call. And we have a push-off. Not sure, but I think that may have been against Dylan DiSabella. That would be his 2nd if that's correct. Here's Heinz to Bell. Outside DiSabella. Cam Deere loses the ball. Foy picks it up, and here come the Spartans. Cody Palazzisi is fouled by Deere as he begins his drive to the basket. That's the first on Deere. The 2nd foul of the quarter for Granby. Liam Heinz, number 14, checks in for Granby, along with Joshua Brown, number 12. Inbounds goes underneath, and it's rejected by Heinz. Fine defensive play by Rowan Heinz. Here's Jack DeGray from the corner. Off the rim, no good. Rebound, kind of a combo between the two Heinz brothers. Here's Joshua Brown pulling out for a nifty-looking jumper that is good. Josh Brown for 2, 40-30. The Spartans on top. Inbounds pass is stolen by Heinz. Nice play to keep it in bounds, and it goes to Liam Heinz. Quickly to Brown. Brown underneath to Heinz. Nice touch on it for 2. Rowan Heinz with 11. 40-32. Granby now down by 8. 2:50 left in the third quarter. Here's Hostetler bringing up. Kicks it out to the corner to Aiden Miller for 3. That is no good. Sanchez with the rebound. Back to Hostetler. Hostetler goes up. His shot is blocked by Bell. To Aiden Miller, who drives and loses the ball, and it's going to be off Miller. So Granby now down by 8, trying to close the gap. Here's Brown and Bell bringing the ball up court for Granby. Pass to Heinz, who goes in for a layup that is partially blocked. He gets his own rebound. Back outside it goes to Joshua Brown, to Liam Heinz. DeGray passes inside to Heinz, back outside to Bell. Bell to DeGray to Heinz, and we have a whistle. It looks like that is going to be against Aiden Miller. Looks like that's the first foul against Miller. And checking back in is Egan Foy for the Spartans, replacing Dimitri Sanchez. So Granby will inbounds. Here's Heinz attacking. Shot is no good, and the rebound comes down to Barisi. Quickly up court, goes to Miller. Miller to Hostetler. Back to Miller. Here's Palazzisi with a spin. Looked like a couple extra steps on that one, but nothing called. So let's slow it down a bit, I guess. Here's Barisi to Palazzisi, who drives with a running layup, no good, and Heinz comes down with the rebound. 40-32 with 1:17 left in the third quarter, and the ball is knocked out of bounds. It's going to be Alexander Barisi who knocks it out of bounds. I think Granby was claiming a foul on that. Nothing called, but Granby will have the ball. Here's Joshua Brown to Heinz. Heinz driving the lane, now kicks it out to brother Liam Heinz for a three-pointer that is no good. The rebound is kicked around, and it'll be Granby ball. Looked like it went off the heel of one of the Summers players. So Granby down by 8 with a minute left in the third quarter. There's an inbounds pass to Heinz, who puts it up, no good, gets his own rebound. Manages to get it back out. Here's DeGray on the drive. Puts a layup up that's no good. Rebound kicked around. And Foy comes down with the rebound. And it looks like it's going to be a jump ball, I believe, a tie ball. Nice battle by Jack DeGray against the 6'9" Foy. Granby with a full court press, 40 seconds left in the third quarter. It's Barisi with a pass into Miller. His shot is partially tipped. Tipped again, no good. Foy with the rebound, no good. And Heinz comes down with the rebound. Heinz with the ball, kicks it out to DeGray for a three-point attempt. Off the rim, no good. And Foy comes down with the rebound for the Spartans. 10 seconds left in the third quarter. Here's Palazzisi to Barisi. Spinning jump that is no good. And Heinz comes down with the rebound as time expires for the third quarter. So not a lot of scoring in that quarter. Unofficially, with my stats, I have Granby with 8 points in that third quarter, and Summers with 6. The Summers Spartans are on top 40-32 as we enter our last quarter of play. Summers came into the ball game with an 11-2 record, and the Granby Bears 8-2. Both teams have been quite impressive tonight, and we can see why they both own winning records. Defenses have been pretty fierce, especially in that third quarter, as you can tell with the limited scoring. So it comes down to this last quarter. Granby has to make up an 8-point deficit they will have the ball to start the fourth quarter. So inbounding will be Liam Heinz. And his pass is intercepted by Hosta, who gets it to Palazzisi for a layup that is no good. Palazzisi gets his own rebound, and we have a whistle and a foul. Foul will be on Liam Heinz. That's his second foul. And Brady Palazzisi would go to the line for two. He was in the act of shooting. Palazzisi hits on his first foul shot. He's now 5 for 5 from the foul line tonight. And the second one is no good, and Heinz with the rebound. 41-32, 9-point Spartan lead here in the fourth quarter. Here's Bell to Heinz. Back to Rowan, Heinz to Bell. Here's Liam Heinz. In the corner. Back to Heinz for layup, no good. Rowan Heinz, his shot is rejected by the 6'9" Floyd. And Summers comes down with the ball. Here's Hostetler with a running layup that is no good. And Heinz comes down with the rebound for Granby. Heinz behind the back, goes all the way in for a layup that is good. And he is fouled. Yes, and it counts. So Rowan Heinz with the layup now has 13. Liam Heinz leaves and Dylan Disabella returns. So Heinz has a foul shot coming up as he was fouled during the shot. It's off the back of the rim, no good. Heinz now with 13 points as Summers brings it up. 41-34 with 6:50 left in the ball game. Here's Barisi for Summers. Goes underneath to Miller. Miller working against Joshua Brown, and we have a whistle and a foul called against Brown. That is his first. And going to the line for Summers is Aiden Miller. Miller makes the first one. That now gives him 3 points on the night. Aiden Goodrow, number 10, Cody Palazzisi, number 10 for Summers, checks in. Second one is good by Miller. Summers leads by 9, 43-34 with 6:47 left in the fourth quarter. Here's Disabella to Bell. Bell drives, now kicks it out to Phillips, to Rowan Heinze. Here's Phillips with a long three-pointer, that is good. That's Joshua Brown. Sorry about that, Mr. Brown. Want to make sure I give you credit for that three-pointer. Nice long bomb. Granby needs a couple of big ones to get closer here. It's 43-37. The Spartans on top. Hostetler almost loses the ball, but gets it up quickly to Palazzisi. Palazzisi back to Hostetler, goes in to the lane, back outside to Palazzisi. Here's Miller, goes inside to Barisi. Ball is tipped away and stolen by Granby. Here's Jack DeGray coming back for Granby. Here's Bell with the ball. To Disabella in the right corner. Disabella drives now into the lane to Bell for a short jumper that is no good. And the rebound grabbed off by Alex Barisi. (43-37). Summers on top with 5:20 left in the ball game. Here's Barisi to Miller. Miller goes all the way in for a layup that is just off the rim. Nice move, but it wouldn't go for him. Here's Bell, who leads Jack DeGray a little too much, and it's out of bounds. Dimitri Sanchez checks in for Summers, replacing Egan Foy. Brady Palazzisi controlling the ball for Summers to Alex Barisi. Pass inside is knocked away. Granby comes down with it quickly up court to DeGray, and it looks like it's going to be out of bounds off of Granby. So Granby has misfired on 2 fast breaks in a row, and Coach Wally Hans will be calling for a timeout. So Granby making a nice run here to close the score to within 6 for the fourth quarter. They're down 43-37. So the Granby cheerleaders trying to inspire the Granby ball players here. (43-37). The Spartans on top, and they will have the ball. Full court press being employed by Granby. And there's the turnover they were looking for. Nice block by Joshua Brown, but it did go off him. That's the kind of pressure Granby is hoping for to try to entice the Spartans into a turnover. Here's Palazzisi. Brady Palazzisi breaks the press. Nice quick movement by Palazzisi. To Miller, to Dimitri Sanchez, back to Miller, to Palazzisi. Here's Hostetler, top of the key. He drives for a running layup that is good. Nice move by Derek Hostetler, who now has 11. Here's Disabella. Goes in for a shot that is no good, and Sanchez comes down with the rebound. Here's Hostetler, fast breaking underneath. Layup is missed by Barisi. Granby gets the rebound, and we have a whistle and a foul. I believe that was against Derek Hostetler, which would be his second foul. Here's Joshua Brown bringing up for Granby. Bell finds Disabella alone in the corner, goes in for the layup that is good. Nice pass work by Granby. First hoop for Disabella tonight, 45-39, with 3:25 left in the ball game. Summers is on top. Here's Palazzisi looking to drive. Nifty layup by Brady Palazzisi. He now has 11 on the night. Broke straight down the lane. Big hoop for Summers. 47-39, 8-point Summers lead. Just over 3 minutes left in the game. There's a pass underneath the Heinz from Disabella. Nicely done. And Rowan Heinze now with 15 points leads Granby scorers to bring Granby to within 6. So the leading scorers thus far with Granby, we have Rowan Heinz with 15 and Jack DeGray with 12. For Summers, we have Alexander Barisi with 13 and Derek Hostetler and Brady Talazizi with 11. Those stats are unofficial, as I'm keeping them as we go along here. So I may have missed a little bit here. But we'll see what it comes down to. 3 minutes with a 6-point Summers lead. I'm sure Granby would like to have two of those fast breaks back that they had earlier in the quarter that just misfired on them. Summers will have the ball. And again, Granby employing a lot of pressure with a full court press here. They need the ball, need to get a couple of turnovers here. This is Aiden Miller inbounding. Miller to Hostetler. Back to Barisi. Inside to Miller. Here's Hostetler. Back out to Palazizi. Summers, of course, in no hurry to rush a shot. They have a 6-point cushion. So they're likely just going to keep working the ball until they get an easy basket underneath. Time running out for the Granby Bears. Here's Miller. To Palazizi. Back outside it goes to Barisi. To Miller. To Hostetler. And here's Palazizi. So Summers doing a nice job of taking down the clock. So Granby's probably going to have to foul him fairly soon. We're down to 2 minutes left in the ball game. 6-point Summers lead. Here's Hostetler, goes in for layup. That is no good, and we have a foul. Beyond Dylan DiSabella, his third. It was in the act of shooting. So Derek Hostetler would go to the line. Hostetler has 11 on the night. First one is off the back of the rim, no good. There's one more coming. Joshua Brown checks in for Granby, replacing Cam Deere. And Egan Foy checks in for Summers. Here's a second attempt by Hostetler. Off the back of the rim, no good. And Bell comes down with the rebound. Pass is stolen by by Foy. Palazizi intentionally trying to take that clock down. Probably had a shot, but wisely brought it back out. 1:30 left in the ball game. Summers up by 6. Here's Hostetler's pass is knocked away by Bell, and they're saying that he was on the end line. Nice attempt by John Bell, saved that ball, but apparently stepped on the end line. 47-41, the Summers Spartans are on top. 1:26 left in the ball game. Sanchez to Palazizi. Granby's probably going to have to foul at some point to get the ball back. We have a minute 15 left in the ball game. Granby down by 6. Here's Palazizi. Underneath it goes to Miller, and he is finally fouled. We have a minute left in the ball game. 47-41. Summers on top. They will inbound. Ball's knocked away by Jack DeGray to DiSabella to Heinz. Heinz's pass is tipped, and Palazizi comes down with it. Palazizi in the corner to Hostetler, and he will be fouled by Bell. So Granby obviously has to get the ball back and hit a couple of threes here. But in the meantime, Derek Hostetler will go to the line. Hostetler with 11 on the evening. Missed his last 2 foul shots. So go to the line. 1-and-1 situation as Granby is over the limit with 7 fouls. He missed it, but Hostetler gets his own rebound and puts in the layup. Big basket by Derek Hostetler. Summers by 8. Pass underneath to Bell. That is good. And we have a Granby timeout. Nifty pass from Disabella to Bell. Bell with his second field goal for 4 points. We have 30 seconds left in the ball game. 49-43. The Summers Spartans on top. Summers has very impressively taken time off the clock in the last 3.5, 4 minutes of this ball game. They've showed a lot of patience in trying to work for a real good shot. At the same time, knowing that Granby needing to get the ball back, they kept whittling that time down. Granby facing a tough situation here. They're down by 6 with 30 seconds left in the game. Summers will have the ball at their own end, or at the far end. And obviously Granby's looking for a couple of turnovers. Here's Miller inbounding. To Hostetler, and the ball is off Hostetler's foot. Disabella recovers, and we have a whistle and a foul. That's going to be against Alex Barisi. It is a non-shooting foul, so Granby will retain possession. 24 seconds left. Going to need a couple of quick threes here. There's the inbounds to Disabella. Tough defense by Summers. There's Hines to Disabella. To DeGray. Puts up a long 3 that is no good. And Summers comes down with the rebound. To Palazizi. To Miller. And that's the end of the ball game. Summers holds on for a 49-43 win over the Granby Bears. And again, an impressive job in that last quarter of controlling the ball. Granby tried to make a big comeback, but again, Summers put a very difficult defense out there, making it very hard for Granby to come all the way back. So unofficially, our totals for the evening for the 49 points for the Summers Spartans, we have Dimitri Sanchez with 2 field goals for 4. Brady Palazizi ended up the night with 11 points. Aiden Miller chipped in 4. Derek Hostetler had 13, tying Alexander Barisi, who also had 13, for the lead and highest point totals for Summers. And Egan Foy had 4 points. For the Granby Bears, John Bell had 2 field goals for 4. Dylan Disabella a field goal for 2. Joshua Brown had 5 points, including a long 3-pointer. Liam Heinz had 3 points. Rowan Heinz ended up with 15. He was the leading scorer for Granby. And Jack DeGray ended up with 12 points, including a couple of big 3-pointers. DeGray was held scoreless in the second half, and he actually led a big charge by Granby at the beginning of the second quarter. So my guess is that Summers wanted to try to clamp down on him. And again, they did a good job defensively in limiting Granby. We hope you've enjoyed our broadcast this evening, courtesy of the Granby Community Television. I'd also like to thank cameraman Mark Bumbard for his work tonight, and we hope to be bringing you future games of the girls Granby Bears and also some more of the boys Granby Bears. I'm Chris Saunders. Thanks for tuning in.